NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interception.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
Back deep is Boston Scott.
Take it at the 37. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, Charles, and we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talked with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he slides and covers up at the end, as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd and 2, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The Colts at 4-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But these 2 teams, the Eagles and Colts, the 2 best rushing teams in the NFL in 2021 a season ago. The Eagles, maybe a surprise to many that they were number 1 last year. Of course, they got a lot of rushing yards from their quarterback that helped them. And the Colts, with Jonathan Taylor, they were number 2. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
These two teams all tied after one.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan.
Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Kyron Johnson there on the tackle. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
11.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A give for Taylor running right side.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here's Taylor again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Hurts. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
And that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Hurts. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Ryan. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive.
And this is caught, and he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's got Pierce.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And some space here.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
They'll get that one to Taylor complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down and 4. Hurts toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and Woods has it complete. Uses this, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Ryan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Now Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arm's got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
They go play action with Hurts.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we're tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts.
This one complete down the field to Goddard.
Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 36 yards.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
The score, Eagles 35, Colts 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
20.
To throw is Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 20, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
On the handoff, Taylor.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. He used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
On 1st down, Hurts. Pulled in by Brown toward the sideline.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Nick Chubb from 3 yards out.
And the Eagles are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Score Eagles 48, Colts 30. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They'll try and wind down some clock or Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll try the option on 3rd down. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now they send a man in motion right. 18 They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing.
And now here is another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.